My name's William. I'm going to give a little talk today about a couple points. Who here came here because they want help? With game, presumably, right? Yeah, so, I mean, the point is that, and I hope you guys realize this, we can try to help each other, but really nobody can help you. You know, you're in this alone, you're facing your own demons, your own battles, you can't see what other people are facing, and I think a lot of times we look up for help to like these like gurus that have like magical power with women's, you know, they're like, there's a post recently, it's like, they talk about how to game, but they don't talk about how to have a successful relationship. Why should they? Why should they be helping you? And why should they have better perspective on what your relationship is than you do? Nobody can really help you. I can give you advice, Steve can give you advice, anybody can give you advice. It's not really going to help you unless you have some sort of personal investment and unless you're doing something to help yourself. You know, I'm not here to help you. I'm here to hopefully facilitate an environment that allows you to help yourself and like pick your own battles and find what you need to do and what you need to change. So give feedback, let us know what you need so that we can try to provide that environment. But when it comes down to it, I can't help you. You have to help yourself. We see these people that have a lot of success, and I think they're almost like a caricature of themselves, especially on videos. They're like this big cartoon head of this success in this area that we want, and their life isn't really like that. You know, the point is to make a large exaggeration of something that you want to achieve so that you can get the bullet points of what you need to do. Your life doesn't have to be this crazy, you know, having threesomes, fucking this girl, fucking that girl, different girl every week. It could be a relationship. It could just be like going on dates, talking to somebody, finding somebody special. Take the bullet points from what their caricature is and, you know, bring that into your life, but don't be defined by somebody else's success and what they are. Look to yourself. I think a lot of us lose vision of why we got into this in the first place. Like, why are you here? You know, what is success with women? What is game? Can I ask somebody to raise their hand and give me an example of why they found this stuff?
Because I needed sex.
So you want to get sex and you didn't have sex. Somebody else? Did you have one? You want to find a girlfriend. Anybody else that wanted to find a girlfriend? Who feels now that they're like, oh, I don't really want a girlfriend, I just want to like have a bunch of sex? A couple of people? So
I just want to get to a space where I'm not so needy for a girlfriend.
Not so needy for a girlfriend.
Like I'm just free flowing my life, and if she wants to come into my life.
I mean, I want to get into it to get to a point where I have this internal confidence. I can get a girl anytime I want.
Internal confidence. You can get a girl anytime you want. Did you have one, or kind of covered?
Specific, like if I see it, like a target is this way.
Okay.
Get the girl I want.
Every girl, every time. or a better chance at least.
Yeah, at least up to the probability.
Okay. So I'm going to touch back to this, but an important thing is, you know, making it easier to succeed than it is to fail. So what that means is like setting certain barriers in the way so that the path to failure is more difficult than the path to success. One example would be what I do for working out. I've mentioned this before. I take a workout drink sometimes when I'm not motivated to work out. And I don't take it so I feel like working out. I take it because I know if I chug it and I don't work out, I'll feel like shit. So now I have to go to the gym because failing is going to hurt more than success. Another example is writing your friend a check or giving them $500. You're like, I want to approach tonight at least 5 girls, so I only get $100 if I actually go and do like an authentic approach. So you set that path to success is easier than the path to failure, hopefully. But I think what happens with a lot of us and our goals, we think like, I want a girlfriend, and then we get into this and we're like, banging away, we're like trying, we're like meeting people, and then we're like, no, I just want to bang a bunch of girls. You know, step back, define your purpose. Why are you doing this? Do you want to meet a girl and have a girlfriend? Our values and standards and purpose change, and if they do, that's fine, but you need to take a moment to redefine that. Because if you get lost in your purpose and you don't know why you're doing this, then where's the motivation? What are you doing? You shouldn't be taking action without having direction or purpose in mind. I'm going to take a moment now. I'm reading a book by David Allen called Get Things Done. And he had a few items to say about like planning and the correct order instead of going from it backwards. So define purpose and principles, outcome visioning, brainstorming, organizing, and then defining next actions. So we don't want to fall for the trap of being too vague with what our purpose is. If I say that I want to travel east, how do I know that I got where I'm going? I can keep traveling east forever. If I want to say that I want to travel to the East Coast, it's a little more specific. If I say that I want to travel to Miami South Beach, that's on the East Coast, but if I just went east, I probably wouldn't have got there. That's kind of south. So be specific with your purpose and what you're doing. What was the next one? Was it outcomes? So outcome visioning. So, first, like if I use that analogy, I want to go to Miami South Beach. I defined a specific purpose. Now I need to do outcome visioning. I need to think, what is it like to be there? Or what is it like to be successful with women? What does that even mean? I could chase tails all day long and sleep with hundreds of girls, and is that success yet? What is success with women? Is that enough? If I'm slept with a bunch of women but I didn't have a relationship, is that success? If I meet a girl and I get married but I'm not meeting new girls, is that success? Define your success, envision your outcome, and then start brainstorming of what you need to do to get there. And the point of brainstorming is to not set these hard definitions and standards of what you need to do. It's to have an open mind. If I say what's a good idea, that's very limiting. So you start to block out bad ideas and only think of good ideas, but sometimes bad ideas lead to good ideas. So you need to brainstorm and have the idea of, whatever the path is, however ludicrous or crazy, find it all and then narrow it down. And when you narrow it down, then you can define what the path is that you need to get there and then what the next action is. If you start backwards, you just start taking action. It's great to take action. It's better to do that than to not take action. But if you don't know where you're going or what you're trying to achieve, and you're not setting a path to that, then where's your path to success? You can get lost and deluded, like I think a lot of people are, where, we're hitting the grind, we're going out, or maybe we're not going out and we don't feel it, and we don't really know why. We feel that we want to do something, or more like we want ourselves to want to do something, whereas we actually, haven't defined a specific purpose or a path to success, so we don't have a real personal drive or investment to do what we think that we want ourselves to want to do. And what I say by that is maybe I say I want to go out and game tonight, but I'm sitting on the couch, so I'm I really want to sit on the couch. Feels good to watch TV. I want myself to want to go out and game. Well, why do I want to do that? What's the purpose? Do I want to find someone to have sex with tonight? Do I want to find a relationship? Do I want to just grow socially and personally and develop myself to be more social and feel more comfortable in front of people? Other than that, I don't think I have much more to say. Keep that in mind, because the next step that we're going to do is New Year's resolutions for game. So what do you want to achieve in the next year as far as women goes? And we'll try to be specific so that we can have a good purpose that will define our next action. That's it.